Anyway, welcome to Balance Your Hormones for Better Health. It's basically all about how to balance your hormones in a natural way, okay? And if we haven't met yet, this is me, Leann Forst, and I'm a board certified holistic health practitioner. And I'm really happy that you joined me today. You know, in my private practice, I do virtual coaching, and my clients are all across the nation and also in Canada. And I specialize in family health and cancer coaching. In my other side of my job, I work with doTERRA Essential Oil Company, and I go out and teach hospitals and mental health clinics and functional doctors and groups, organizations, and individuals how to use essential oils as natural medicine. So I am an author and a speaker. I speak pretty regularly at hospitals, and you could always find me at leannforst.com. Okay. So what I always talk about is I base my whole practice on the science of epigenetics. And we've all heard of genetics where you're born with a single gene condition like Down syndrome. But in the area of science called epigenetics, we now know that 95% of your health and health issues can be reduced or resolved through nutrition, detox, lifestyle changes, targeted supplements, herbs, and essential oils. We know that all these things, we cause 95% of health issues through diet, lifestyle, and environmental issues, right? So my goal today is to give you the education, strategies, and tools to help regain your health, regain your hormone balance, and really regain your vitality. Okay, so I'm going to go through and I'm going to talk to you about what are hormones. It's going to get a little bit down and dirty, and so don't let your eyes glaze over. We are going to talk about what causes them to get out of whack. Okay, because it's not just bad luck. It's not just, oh, that's just life. There are things that we can control. And there's also things that we could do at home that are inexpensive, that are natural solutions to help balance your hormones naturally. And stay tuned because you'll have a chance to win some free essential oils, okay? So we're going to talk about the stress response, okay? Let's say you're walking through the park along the water and you see an alligator swimming towards you, towards shore, and you're, towards you, right? So let's take a look at the body's natural response to stress. When your brain senses danger, the section responsible for emotional processing, which is the amygdala, signals the hypothalamus, and the hypothalamus activates the sympathetic nervous system, and in turn, the fight or flight response. And this process leads to a chemical cascade releasing the stress hormone cortisol and neurotransmitters norepinephrine and epinephrine. So there's two parts to the stress response, turning it on and turning it off. And when danger is no longer perceived, the parasympathetic nervous system initiates the relaxation response and brings the hormonal balance back to normal. So although there's other hormones at play, cortisol is the primary stress hormone. It's vital for our survival, and it's made from cholesterol in the adrenal glands. The benefit of cortisol includes the fact that it increases your blood sugar from glycogen stores in your liver to fuel your brain and your muscles. It also increases your protein, fat, and carbohydrate metabolism. It regulates your fluid and electrolytes balance to help you maintain a normal blood pressure, and it helps regulate the effects of stress of your hypothalamus, pituitary gland, and other areas of your brain. It also helps to regulate the adrenaline production. Okay, but prolonged stress or high levels of cortisol lead to many negative health effects. Some of them include high blood pressure, high blood sugar, increased risk of diabetes, increase in abdominal fat, increased risk of heart disease, and hypothyroidism from decreased thyroid function, as well as slower wound healing, susceptibility to infections, and hormone imbalance, which is why we're here. So let's talk about neurotransmitters. Neurotransmitters are chemical messengers which translate various functions within the body, such as heart rate. Okay, so many neurotransmitters are synthesized from amino acids, which are readily available from our diet. But when not balanced properly, negative health conditions can occur. A number of neurotransmitters can also act in the body as hormones, okay? However, they're quite different. Neurotransmitters, which belong to the nervous system, are produced by neurons and send signals through the synaptic connections, whereas hormones belong to the endocrine system and are produced by endocrine glands and deliver signals through the blood. Stick with me, okay? So despite their differences, it's important to note that the levels and balance of hormones are influenced by neurotransmitters, right? So for this discussion, we're focused on the following neurotransmitters: epinephrine, norepinephrine, dopamine, and serotonin. So serotonin, okay? So epinephrine and norepinephrine are two neurotransmitters that also serve as hormones. Their hormone function stimulates the central nervous system, and epinephrine communicates with the receptors in the heart, lungs, and arteries, while norepinephrine can only communicate with arterial receptors. Epinephrine, also known as adrenaline, and norepinephrine both influence the body by increasing blood sugar levels, increasing heart rate, increasing the contractility of your heart, which is how hard the heart squeezes. And then additionally, epinephrine allows relaxation of smooth muscle in the airways to improve breathing, while norepinephrine can cause blood vessels to narrow, which increases blood pressure. Chronic stress can result in levels being either deficient or too high of either of these neurotransmitters. So both of which have a negative impact on our overall health. So let's talk about that. So deficiency can contribute to anxiety, depression, fibromyalgia, hypoglycemia, migraine headaches, restless leg syndrome, and then sleep disorders. Okay, lots of people suffer from sleep disorders. Excessive levels can contribute to high blood pressure, anxiety, excessive sweating, heart palpitations, and headaches. Okay. So dopamine and serotonin are powerful neurotransmitters that influence both mood regulation and concentration. Whether levels are high or low, the effects can be detrimental to one's health. So dopamine is responsible for pleasure and satisfaction, whereas lack of dopamine is associated with lack of motivation, low energy, and poor digestion. Unlike the dopamine, serotonin does not have the stimulatory effects in the brain. Instead, it's responsible for calming and evoking positive responses, right? Positive mood. Serotonin helps to regulate appetite, sleep cycle, and it suppresses pain. It makes sense that the deficiency is most closely linked to depression. Okay, so here's what where you show what you know. That's why I like to be interactive with my classes. And so just name one. Who can name one neurotransmitter that I just talked about? Just type it in the chat. Anybody? I just named 4 of them. Anybody know one of the neurotransmitters that I just named? Epinephrine. Yes. Good job, Crystal. All right. Great job. I know you're listening. Okay. There's going to be another opportunity for you guys to show what you know. All right. So the body responds to stress dependent on the type and amount presented by releasing the appropriate amount of stress-fighting chemicals. So stress can be physiological, physical, or psychological. The origin may be internal or external, and its manifestations can be either mild, severe, or anything in between. Stress hormones are protective during stress as they act to maintain vital systems by increasing blood, oxygen, sugar, all of these to best prepare and cope with impending stress, right? So, but adverse reactions can occur when stress triggers a high level of response. This is seen most during times of chronic stress when the hormones don't have time to properly rebalance, leading to disease. Okay, the degree of hormonal response and the amount of stress hormones released depends on the following: the type, degree, and duration of the stress, how you perceive the stress, your life experiences with the stress, your age, gender, and how frequently the stress occurs. You know, also your previous experience with the stress and the context or the environment of the stress. Okay, so let's get into sex hormones. So the primary sex hormones include estrogen, progesterone, testosterone, all 3 of those. We're all familiar with those, right? cortisol, which is your stress hormone, blocks the release of sex hormones, okay? So chronic stress can result in lasting effects. Chronic stress can actually affect both men and women who may experience low libido and decreased fertility. So it's clear that this could be an issue if it's persistent. You know, sex hormones control some of the most influential processes in the body, including pregnancy, puberty, regulating monthly cycles, menopause, hair growth, skin complexion, muscle density, and fat storage, right? This is why hormones, stress, and weight management are all interconnected, okay? So these hormones can complement each other or function as opposites, which is why it's so important that they're present in the right ratios. So during chronic stress, your body may think it needs more cortisol, and in order to make more, the body steals it from your sex hormone system using progesterone to create cortisol. Okay, can you see where I'm going with this? Stress. Stress is a big one that affects our hormones, so this can quickly become an unhealthy cycle. All right, so estrogen is another sex hormone, and it's needed in higher amounts for women. Its primary function is growth and development, but can affect nearly all body systems. Okay, so excess estrogen can lead to heavy bleeding, breast tenderness, increased premenstrual symptoms, fibrocystic breasts, ovarian cysts, abdominal weight, anxiety, irritability, water retention, and increased triglyceride levels. Okay, this is where I was many, many years ago when my hormones were out of whack. Okay, it's called estrogen dominance. So estrogen deficiency can cause a foggy mind or foggy brain, hot flashes, depression, memory lapses, headaches, vaginal dryness, irregular periods, urine leakage, sleep problems, bone loss, you know, a ton of different issues. But in short, estrogen is one of the most important hormones for women in terms of health. Any imbalance, whether it be deficiency or excess, can cause a lot of issues. So let's talk about testosterone. So testosterone is the predominant hormone in men, but women have it too, right? It's responsible for healthy muscle mass, stamina, energy, bone density, memory, and strength. Too much testosterone can cause aggression, depression, impotence, and also excessive libido. Deficiency, however, affects more than just sexual function. Both women and men are faced with complications without adequate supply of testosterone. So testosterone deficiency is associated with decreased sex drive, increased depression, anxiety, fatigue, inability to concentrate, decline in memory and cognitive skills, decrease in muscle mass and strength, loss of body hair, decreased bone mass that may lead to osteoporosis, and increase of abdominal fat, and also sleep issues. It seems like every imbalance in hormones leads to sleep issues. So I know that I had suffered with sleep issues in the past. So now it's another chance to show what you know. Name one sex hormone that I just talked about. Type it in the chat. Who can name one of the 3 sex hormones I just talked about? Thanks, Crystal. Estrogen, you're right. Is anybody else listening out there? Can anybody else name one more? I know there's more of you listening. All right, we'll go with that. Anybody else want to? Oh, there you go. Thank you, Galaxy Prime, whoever that is, testosterone. Thank you very much. All right. Okay, so hormone imbalances can be a result of many different factors. Some of the most well-studied include undereating. You know, we know that many fad diets don't take into account hormone imbalance, and also in general, frequent weight loss and then weight regain is a huge factor in hormone imbalance. Processed frankenfoods can negatively impact hormone imbalance, right? Processed foods are they're not real. They're not real whole foods. And then stress, that's majority of what we've been talking about. I've already demonstrated how much stress can impact hormone activity. And in short, chronic stress over time is responsible for transforming hormones and creating significant imbalances in the body. And then toxic overload. Okay, you can't be on one of my classes without me talking about toxic overload. It literally affects every area of our health, and hormones is no different. Okay, I'm a detox expert. I talk about how important it is to detox your body regularly. Toxins enter the body through our diets, our environmental pollution, chemical-based household products, and personal care products are a big one, right? That I'll show you in a minute. Too many toxins and chemicals overburden the liver, which detracts from breaking down excess hormones. When the liver's busy doing something else, it can't break down the excess hormones. In fact, many of the chemicals in personal care products are estrogenic. Okay, they create xenoestrogens, which is fake hormones in our body. This, of course, leads to higher levels of hormones and a disruption of hormone imbalance. And then high body fat percentage. Too much body fat results in a low testosterone, high estrogen ratio due to an increased enzyme in fat tissue, which converts testosterone into estrogen. And then this is negative to both men and women, regardless of your age. And then aging, we know that progesterone decreases faster than estrogen as women age, leading to estrogen dominance. You don't want estrogen dominance. As men age, testosterone levels decline. However, estrogen declines at a slower pace, leading to an imbalance of testosterone and estrogen as well. Okay, so two types of problems tend to occur when hormones are out of whack. First, uncomfortable symptoms that change how you think, feel, and act. So pretty much everything. You're uncomfortable, you don't feel well. You have FLC disease, which is feel like crap disease, right? That's what I call FLC disease. And then an increase risk of illness, such as depression, Alzheimer's, heart disease, osteoporosis, diabetes, and certain cancers, just to name a few. Okay, food matters, right? We'll come up to that in a second. But first, common hormone imbalance signs include infertility and irregular periods, unexplained weight gain or weight loss, depression and anxiety, fatigue, insomnia, low libido, changes in appetite, digestive issues. Your digestive issues aren't just related to your digestive system, okay? It could be hormones. It could be toxicity, hair loss, hair thinning, and then much more, right? Okay, like I said, food matters. And our diets are filled with foods known to impact hormone imbalance. Common hormone wrecking mistakes include not enough healthy fat. Healthy fats are the fat that make you thin. Also, everybody's scared to eat fats because they're afraid they're going to get fat by eating fats, but you got to make sure you're eating the right kind of fats. And I'm going to tell you which ones those are in a minute. Too little fiber, right? Because we're living on processed foods and refined carbohydrates, crackers, cookies, snacks, boxed processed foods, right? Not enough complex carbs. Too much soy. Soy is a genetically modified, unhealthy phytoestrogen. It's very controversial. And then too much alcohol. Alcohol acts like sugar in your bloodstream, in your body. Alcohol definitely screws up your hormones. Okay, too much sugar, right? So not enough healthy fat, too many unhealthy fats, and then too many processed foods. We always know that processed foods are linked to so many diseases and health issues. Hormone balance is just one. So as a way to combat these common diet mishaps, include more of the following foods into your diet. First, flax seeds. A compound that's found in flax can bind to our estrogen receptors and help excrete the excess estrogen from the body. So this is a healthy plant-based phytoestrogen, whereas soy is an unhealthy phytoestrogen. Okay, so flax seeds, cruciferous vegetables like broccoli, cauliflower, kale, cabbage, Brussels sprouts, and FYI, all of those are anti-cancer vegetables as well. I'm a cancer coach, so cruciferous vegetables are a big deal. All of them contain important nutrients that help prevent estrogen-related cancers and help eliminate excess estrogen due to their high fiber content, okay? And then lentils. So lentils provide a great source of protein and fiber, resulting in reduced estrogen levels, in addition to containing zinc, which raises testosterone. Okay, so that's a good thing. And then sweet potatoes, they're high in vitamin B6, which helps with liver detoxification and frees up the liver for breaking down excess hormones. And in short, eat more real whole foods from Mother Nature, right? One ingredient foods. So think about that. Visualize that. What's in one ingredient food? An avocado, a nuts, bananas, fruits and vegetables. Those are one ingredient foods, right? They don't have a label. And I'll say it again. I've said it before, the best way to go is paleo. I'm a big believer in the paleo diet. I talk about it in a lot of my online classes. I know that keto is trendy right now, but not everybody's meant to go keto. You know, it could cause health issues for a lot of people, and nobody is meant to be keto for life. Whereas paleo and keto has its benefits. It does quick weight loss, and you know, there's some other benefits as well for brain health. So paleo, however, is just a great anti-inflammatory mother food, natural way of eating for life, for longevity, for, and also many autoimmune diseases have been known to be reduced and reversed through a paleo way of eating. So these are only a fraction of the yummy foods that work in your favor for hormone balance. And so next I'll be explaining more about what constitutes a hormone balancing diet and supplement program. Okay, because not everybody eats enough flax seeds, cruciferous vegetables, and lentils. So let me see here. I've got somebody raising their hand. Oh, okay. Okay, Michelle, no problem. Okay, she had to log off. She had to take a call. So let's go here. So hormone balancing diet and supplements. The foods we eat, the supplements we take on a regular basis can either work for or against us, okay? We know that we need to start with food first. If you have the health pyramid, food has always gotta be holding the pyramid up. It's gotta be the first thing we do. However, you know we need to start with food, but getting all the nutrients we need from food is nearly impossible since our soils are completely depleted of, not completely, they're very depleted of vital nutrients, you know, because our soils, you know, it's from over conventional farming and over processing our soils. It just doesn't have the mineral content, and therefore our produce doesn't have the vitamin and mineral content that it used to have 50 years ago. So it's our food supply. It's just not as healthy as it was 50 years ago. Our grandparents didn't need to deal with this situation as much as we do today. We know that our overall health, as well as many diseases, have been linked to digestive health. Research has proven that gut, you know, or your digestive health equals hormonal balance, or vice versa. The gut is teeming with bacteria, both beneficial and problematic bacteria. The key is to make sure that the good bacteria outweighs the bad bacteria, and this is best done through diet and supplements. Excuse me, the Chinese, the Indian, the Japanese medical traditions have known this for thousands of years, right? And so next we'll discuss how food, supplements, and herbs can improve hormone balance. What about the Mediterranean diet? That's a great question. Diet versus paleo. They're really similar, actually. The Mediterranean diet is healthy. One difference is that whereas the Mediterranean diet could include grains, you know, the paleo diet does not. That's one-ish difference. But the Mediterranean diet, a lot of people find benefits with that as well. Good question. Thank you. All right. So first, your body needs various forms of fat, healthy fats, right? In the right ratios to create healthy hormones. This includes short, medium, and long chain fatty acids, saturated fat, and cholesterol. So cholesterol is not always bad. You need cholesterol to live. Fats are the essential building blocks for hormone production. So remember that. Remember that. That's very, 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 very important. I used to not eat any healthy fats before I started down this journey that I've been down for decades, right? I didn't grow up eating healthy fats. My parents didn't either. And so they keep the inflammation levels low, boost your metabolism. They help promote weight loss. Healthy fats make you thin. Like I said, aiming for 15 to 30 grams of healthy fats daily aids in the stabilization of stress hormones. So in particular, it calms everything down, right? Healthy fats calm everything down and stabilizes everything. Omega-3 fatty acids are important for cell-to-cell communication in the brain. So think about it. Your brain is 60% fat. It needs healthy fats to function at an optimal level. Typical diets are not properly balanced with omega-3 to omega-6 oils. We need more omega-3s. However, generally, most people get a higher amount of omega-6 than omega-3s, right? And the omega-6 containing foods mostly are best to avoid to achieve this balance. But those include the safflower, the sunflower, the corn oils, the cottonseed, the canola. Canola is not healthy. I have so many people that think canola is healthy. It's not healthy. Soybean oil. You go to a movie at the movie theater, or we used to before COVID, but at the movie theater, I used to work in a movie theater, and I know what they put on that popcorn. It's not butter. They actually put soybean oil that's colored yellow on your popcorn. I promise you, it comes in big barrels. Anyway, and peanut oil. Peanut oil is unhealthy. A healthy omega-6 containing food, however, is hemp seeds. You want that in your diet, which support healthy progesterone levels. Okay, hemp seeds are healthy for progesterone. So good sources of anti-inflammatory, healthy omega-3 rich fats include coconut oil, avocados, flax seeds, chia seeds, walnuts, grass-fed butter, wild-caught salmon. Most people don't eat a lot of those, right? Not daily anyway. Unfortunately, 98% of Americans do not eat enough of this food group, which is why supplementation is uber important. Okay, so here's a question. Do you feel that omega-3 supplements are okay, and how much? I'm so glad you asked, because we're going to talk about that next. Yes, they are okay. Well, it depends. Let's say it depends because it depends on which ones, right? Omega-3, think about it. Omega-3 supplements usually come from fish oils, right? But our oceans are polluted. The fish are polluted and not toxic. There's only certain species of fish that are healthy to get your fish oil from, that are clean. And you have to so it's very much dependent on the source of where you get your omega-3 supplements. Okay, because you don't want to hurt your health by taking a supplement. It's like eating a bad food or processed food. You don't want it to add toxicity to your body. And a lot of the fish oils are riddled with heavy metals. And there's no safe level of heavy metals for your body, right? So you have to have great sourcing. You have to have transparency with the sourcing. This is where I come in and talk about the doTERRA products. This is what my family takes. My husband, who's a brain cancer survivor, this is why I embraced these supplements to help support his health at home as well as my whole family. So here's some benefits of this particular. This is what you want to look for. Whether it's this one or something else at the store, this is what you're going to want to look for. It has to be clean, right? You want not just fish oil, you want a balance in the right ratios of omega-3, 6, and 9. The lowest amount is 9, then 6, and then the most amount is 3. But they all have to be clean, healthy sources, right? Not the soybean, but you want the hemp, right? So the other thing is that you want the balance in the right ratios, but you want the plant-based and the marine-based, because the plant-based essential oils help for healthy hormone balance as well. The marine-based essential oil, or not essential oils, omegas, help to support a healthy inflammatory response. So this particular supplement is going to help promote health and circulatory health, heart health and circulatory health, joint function, immune boosting nutrients you get in it. It's going to help your brain, your eyes, your nervous system, healthy skin. It's, like I said, marine-based and plant-based. And you can see what's all in there. But what's different about this one is that it also has certified pure therapeutic grade essential oils in with the omegas for a tummy tamer. Okay, you can't find that on the grocery store shelf because people sometimes get nauseous if they take supplements. This is going to help to calm down your stomach and also provide additional health benefits and this one's called Z Omega. Okay, that's from doTERRA. That's the one I like. But feel free to look around. It's hard to find one that's not just fish oil, that also has the plant-based omegas in it. Trust me, I've looked. And then probiotics. So we know that probiotics are known as the beneficial bacteria found in your gut. The right balance of probiotics can improve your production and regulation of key hormones. So foods that contain the healthy probiotics include kefir, bone broth, sourdough bread, low sugar kombucha, kimchi, sauerkraut, miso, and apple cider vinegar. Who eats those every day? Maybe some people do. I don't. Some people might, but I know I don't. I don't like a lot of those things. I do like sourdough bread, however. Aim for at least 2 servings. If you are going to eat food source first, right? Aim for at least 2 servings per day of these foods. Additionally, high fiber foods such as chia seeds and flax seeds naturally feed probiotics in your system. You've got to feed the probiotics with prebiotics. Otherwise, your probiotics are not healthy or they die. So some common culprits linked to the destruction of your probiotics or your healthy gut bacteria include overuse of prescription antibiotics, excessive sugar, excessive, emotional stress, medications, alcohol, lack of exercise, over sanitization, smoking, and poor sleep habits. There you go. Sorry, I hadn't switched the slide. Okay. So all the things that are bad for us pretty much destroy your good bacteria. Okay, but because I don't eat a lot of miso or kefir, I do supplement. Okay. And so all probiotics are not created equal. You need to have probiotics if you don't eat enough of the probiotic foods. Okay, so this is one I like. It's PB Assist. And this one I like because it's a capsule within a capsule. The prebiotics are in this capsule to feed the probiotics. If you go to the grocery store and you buy a probiotic off the shelf, most of them don't have a prebiotic. So you get home, your probiotics are already dead before you even bring it home. They're useless, right? You wasted your money. So you want this particular supplement promotes a positive balance of beneficial bacteria, supports your digestive system and your immune system. 90% of your immune system is in your gut. You have to start with your gut health first to be able to balance the rest of your body and your immune system. So it's going to support the health of your GI tract and optimal metabolism, right? And absorption of food. Okay. Here's the next thing we need. Getting all the nutrients we need through our diet, we know is challenging. So fortunately, supplementation in this area can help as well. And specifically with minerals and B and D vitamins, right? So first, let's talk about minerals. So minerals are responsible for 300 different metabolic functions in your body. 95% of Americans are deficient in minerals. Minerals are needed for numerous functions in the body. Example, they help to calm the nervous system, prevent the production of excess cortisol. Mineral deficiency is on the rise due to the drastic decline in the food sources over the years. And recent studies estimated that mineral content in vegetables has declined up to 80% since 1950. That's kind of sad. So minerals help to calm the entire body down. In fact, they even help you sleep better. I take minerals every single night. And then, excuse me, vitamin D deficiency is also really common. Vitamin D actually acts like a hormone, excuse me, inside the body and helps to keep inflammation levels low. It also works to regulate estrogen levels in the body. Vitamin D is, a lot of breast cancer clients, by the way, are low in vitamin D. Vitamin D is termed the sunshine vitamin because the body creates vitamin D when it's exposed to sunlight. However, with everyone covering up and slathering on the sunblock, we may not be getting enough direct sun exposure, which is why supplementation is really recommended. Okay. And then lastly, there's B vitamins, which play many vital roles in the body because there's so many different B vitamins, 8 in total. It's recommended taking a B complex to ensure your proper intake of each one. B vitamins don't just buy individual vitamins. You need a comprehensive solution, right? So you're not taking a million different pills. B vitamins are responsible for liver detoxification, mood elevating effects. They're kind of the happy pill, nerve function, and maintaining estrogen balance, right? And it's possible for you to get all of the required nutrients through your diet, but it's really, really difficult, right? You have to be eating all of these things I just talked about that most people don't eat enough of. So ultimately, supplementation is your best bet to make sure you're covered to fill in those nutrient gaps. Because when I do micronutrient testing, minerals, omegas, B vitamins, and vitamin D are the top 4, right, for deficiencies. So this is one that I like. It's from doTERRA. I like it because it's from a whole food source. You don't want to get your vitamins from the big box stores that are like gummies. They're processed. They're not going to help your body. They may even do more damage than good. How much D depends on the person. So I think minimum 2,000 IU. Some people I take 5,000 IU. Most people over the age of 40 need to supplement with an additional vitamin D supplement in addition to their multivitamin, what's in their you can't fit a lot of, you'll never see like 2,000 or 5,000 IU in a complex, right? So that is one that I recommend as a single supplement to add on, to tack on. But it does depend on the person, how old you are, what health issues you have. Are you in good health? Do you get a lot of sunshine? So that would be something I would cover with somebody on a personal wellness consult, which you have an opportunity to get at the end of this class. So this one in particular has 22 essential vitamins and minerals to support normal growth, function, and maintenance of cells, healthy metabolism, hormones, and cellular energy. It does have good bone health minerals, calcium, magnesium, zinc, and vitamin D. It has it helps to support healthy immune function, healthy digestion. Here's what you're looking for, okay? In the minerals, the vitamin mineral complex that you get, whether it's this one or a different one, at the store, they have to be chelated minerals or you're going to pee them out and waste your money. They have to be chelated. See that word right there? C-H-E-L-A-T-E-D, chelated. If that's not on the label, they are not chelated. And your body won't recognize them. Your body won't absorb them. Okay? So that comes from whole, real foods, not synthetics, not synthetic vitamins. This one also is a proprietary blend because it has the essential oils for your digestion. So it has a peppermint, ginger, and caraway that's going to help to soothe your tummy. Okay, so show what you know. Name one supplement that is really great to support healthy hormones. Put it in the chat. Anybody? One supplement. Type it right in the chat. I just talked about 4 supplements. Do I need to give you a clue? It's a letter of the alphabet. One of them, 2 of them are letters of the alphabet. Yes. Good job. D. Great job. Okay. So let's move on. Adaptogens are a unique class of healing plants that help to restore imbalances and normalize physiological functions in the body. So a number of the herbs have been investigated for properties that promote hormone balance and protect the body from a wide variety of diseases, including chronic stress-related diseases. Yes, omega-3s 1, 2. Thank you. For example, ashwagandha. Ashwagandha is an adaptogen that I love. I take daily, and it's been studied and proven to offer the following benefits. First, improved thyroid function. You don't even know how many. I get so many people coming to me with thyroid issues. It lowers cholesterol naturally, reduced anxiety and depression, reduces brain cell degeneration. I want that. Stabilize blood sugar and insulin levels, supports adrenal gland function. Ashwagandha can be extremely effective at balancing hormones and can also help to overcome adrenal fatigue. So its effect on cortisol, stress tolerance, and internal stress responses have been studied for decades, right? So this is just one that's been around for a long, long time, studied heavily, and I recommend that most women be on it. This is how I like to get my ashwagandha. So you know, the best way to get it, because your body's not going to make it, you have to supplement. And my favorite way is to incorporate this yummy trim shake. It's from doTERRA. Here's all the benefits. It helps to manage the release of the stress hormone cortisol associated with the accumulation of fat around the middle, okay, as well as the hips and the thighs. And then it helps to control the stress-induced appetite, overeating, and carbohydrate cravings. And then it supports blood sugar levels. It enhances energy levels to alleviate fatigue. It also provides a convenient lean alternative for individuals trying to lose fat or maintain a lean body composition. And it just tastes good. I just like to put a scoop of the vanilla trim shake in my coffee and then blend it up. And it's better than creamer. So it's really easy to use. So this is how I get my ashwagandha. Okay. So remember how I talked about toxicity and how it's the most overlooked piece of health out there. So let me just look at the chat here. If you're on a medication as Liptor, will ashwagandha conflict? You know what? That's a personal wellness consult. I'd be happy to talk to you about specific health needs on a complimentary consult. So please reach out to me. I'll give you my email at the end of this. So a discussion about balancing your hormones naturally wouldn't be complete without bringing up the subject of chemicals and personal care products. So harmful chemicals, including DEA, parabens, phthalates, propylene glycol, sodium lauryl sulfate, just to name a few. These are all in our personal care products. They can disrupt hormone function and encourage imbalance and really lead to a whole bunch of stuff like infertility as well. Essential oils offer a natural way to combat chemical-ridden conventional body care products because there's 2 ends of the spectrum. You got chemical-based or you got essential oil-based. There's nothing in between because if it's in between, then it has chemicals in it, right? It's a mixture. So it's chemical-based or plant-based. Plant-based, it has essential oils. They come from plants. So on average, just from personal care products, this doesn't include anything else, women are exposed to 168 different chemicals, men 85, children 61 in just personal care products. Your skin is your largest organ. Most people think of it as a barrier to the outside world, but it's very permeable. Anything that goes on your skin goes into your blood within 20 minutes. It affects every cell in your body within 20 minutes. And there's loopholes in the personal care industry. The personal care industry laws have not been updated since 1938. They can literally put anything in a jar and sell it to you. We know that our indoor air is 10 times more toxic than our outdoor air from the off-gassing of all of the furniture and the carpets and the wood floors. And then we know, unfortunately, there was an EWG study, Environmental Working Group, where they studied the umbilical cord blood of newborn babies, and they found that they averaged 200 different chemicals in the newborn baby blood. This shows that mothers are passing their toxicities, their toxins, down to their newborn babies. Okay, so that's very disturbing. All right, so switching over to cleaner, wholesome, healthier lifestyle and reducing your toxic exposure to chemicals is always going to benefit your health and your hormones, every area of health, whether you're a cancer, survivor, or you just want some hormone balance. Detoxifying your personal care products has got to be in there somewhere. So essential oils offer a natural way to combat the chemical-based products, harmful chemicals, that I already talked about, can be replaced, right? So cleaning products, personal care products, I could teach a whole class on this. Laundry products, they can also offer natural hormone support. So I'll talk about specific essential oils for natural hormone support. And these are it. These are the first 5, okay? These are the 5 main essential oils and essential oil blends for hormone support and hormone balancing, okay? So I'll go through them one by one. The first and the biggest is clary sage. So clary sage helps to balance estrogen levels. A 2014 study published in the Journal of Phytotherapy Research found that inhalation of clary sage oil had the ability to reduce cortisol levels by 36% and improve thyroid hormone levels, okay? The study was done on 22 postmenopausal women in their 50s, some of which were diagnosed with depression. And at the end of the trial, the researchers stated that clary sage oil had statistically significant effect on lowering cortisol and had an antidepressant effect on improving behavior, right? Remember, cortisol is linked to hormone balance. So this is just one of the many studies proving that clary sage has benefits for hormones. And then the biggest benefit of clary sage is that it helps to balance out the estrogen production in the body. A lot of the health issues today, even things like infertility, PCOS, estrogen-based cancers, are caused from excess estrogen, like we talked about. And because clary sage helps to balance out those estrogen levels, it's incredibly effective. It's an incredibly effective oil for hormone imbalances. So whether you're looking for natural remedies like PMS cramps during the month, or possibly already you have excess estrogen in your body, clary sage is going to be a great oil to consider to adding to your oil regime. And really, you can use it lots of different ways. So clary sage, you can put it on your pulse points, right? So the insides of your wrists, right there, you have blood vessels, roll it together. It's really calming too. It's kind of a sedative. It helps you sleep. You can put it on the back of your neck. You can put it right above your collarbone. These are all your pulse points. This is a good place to put all oils that you're using topically. You can put it right behind your ears. And then if you're in bed, you could put it on the bottom of your feet, because if you've been on any of my webinars, you know that when you put essential oils on the bottom of your feet are connected to every organ in your body through nerve lines and blood vessels, and the essential oils travel to every organ in your body within 20 minutes. So we have a question. Good for PCOS? Anything else good for PCOS? Yes, Crystal, let's talk about that. We need to do a health consult. So yes, I would start with the clary sage, but definitely nutrition is important for PCOS as well. And then sandalwood. So sandalwood triggers peaceful feelings and results in the overall reduction of stress. Of the essential oils for hormones, sandalwood essential oil is very effective at balancing out testosterone levels in both men and women. Sandalwood has been used as a natural aphrodisiac, making it a desired ingredient in men's cologne, as well as certain perfumes for years. So it also really has an amazing scent. So if you haven't tried sandalwood, you should get yourself some sandalwood. For men with low testosterone, adding a few drops of sandalwood oil to their pulse points, like I just talked about, isn't just a great way to smell good, but it also is a great way to get some extra health benefits by improving their libido and also their hormones. So try adding a few drops to a diffuser or dabbing some into a cup of hands and inhale, right? And then, of course, your pulse points, like we talked about. And then thyme. So thyme essential oil is one that's not utilized enough. It has powerful immune support benefits and antiviral. As a side note, it's very high antiviral oil. But in purposes for hormone balance, research discovered that thyme essential oil has progesterone balancing effects and improving progesterone production. So both men and a lot of women are low in progesterone. That was me. And low progesterone levels have been linked to infertility, PCOS, depression. This is another one for PCOS, as well as other imbalanced hormones within the body. Improved progesterone makes thyme a great essential oil that you can use to naturally balance out the hormones, and it's far better than turning to synthetic treatments, right? Such as hormone replacement that has a whole host of side effects. So you can use it 2 drops in a warm bath. You could also rub 2 to 3 drops with coconut oil on your abdomen, or you can also add 2 drops to a veggie capsule and take this one internally as well. Okay. And then this one is straight from doTERRA. It's a proprietary blend. It's called Whisper. It is the women's monthly blend. I love this oil. It's like a natural perfume that actually harmonizes with your body chemistry. So it's not going to smell the same on everybody. So it has a musky, warm, spicy, soft, sweet scent. And its benefits include hormone balance. It alleviates hot flashes. It helps libido and also sex drive. And you could apply it to your pulse points again. You could diffuse it. You could also apply it to your skin after a shower, a calming effect. I like to just put it on the insides of my wrist right when I go to bed, or put it right on my pillow. And I just love it. And then Clary Calm is another proprietary blend. This is one that I keep by my bed every night. I roll this one on the bottom of my feet. It helps me sleep and not have hot flashes. So it's called Clary Calm. It comes in a roller bottle. Okay, that's the only way you can get it. And it's a blend of many different oils, including clary sage and lavender. Okay, so its benefits includes balancing out progesterone and estrogen levels. So this is a main roller bottle for most women. It reduces hot flashes, supports balanced mood, improves cognitive function, provides a soothing, calming effect during your menstrual cycle. So it altogether has clary sage, lavender, bergamot, Roman chamomile, also ylang ylang, cedarwood, geranium. So a lot of great oils in this very calming blend. Okay. And just to name a few other oils known for hormone balancing to support hormone health in the body, these include rose essential oil, which has been used as a natural aphrodisiac, and as well as a mood lifter, and it's been shown to help improve serotonin and other neuropeptides in the brain, which are your good mood hormones. And we also found that lavender oil and Roman chamomile oil are effective at reducing stress, thereby naturally lowering cortisol levels, which we know is important for the body when it's trying to balance hormones. And then one of the best essential oils for thyroid function is frankincense. Frankincense is something you need in your natural medicine cabinet because it's a natural anti-inflammatory for so many. There's 100 different studies on frankincense and its healing properties, but also helping to lower those cortisol levels. Okay. So to wrap it all up in a nice neat bow, nutrition targeted supplements such as omegas, probiotics, vitamin and mineral supplements, ashwagandha. You got to get rid of your chemical personal care products if you want to. You got to stop the toxic exposure from your personal care products. You've got to go plant-based, and then essential oils. All of this is a powerful, at-home, do-it-yourself hormone balancing strategy. And so with every one of my classes, my first goal is to educate you so that you could do this. However, I've been doing this a long time, and I know that people need tools. I know that if I were to send you on your way without the tools, you'd go to the grocery store and people get confused and don't know what to buy, then they give up, and then they never solve their problems. So I always give solutions at the end if this is you, if you're ready to get started. Okay. So I work with doTERRA, and when you embrace doTERRA and you get started with doTERRA products, then you get me for free. Okay. You get my free education, my free consults and all that for free. So if you wanted to get started with the supplements I talked about, with the trim shake that has the ashwagandha in it, with the Clary Calm roller bottle, which is great for most women to start with. That's a great essential oil blend to start with. Then that's $181 wholesale, and that includes your doTERRA wholesale account. So when you get started with this protocol, this kit, then you get a free doTERRA wholesale account where you get 25% off everything. And it's like having your own natural health store where you get a discount every time you order. And you get a free Citrus Bliss from doTERRA when you get started with this protocol. However, if you're like the person that wants to go big or go home, hey, give me the whole ball of wax here, then this is the way you want to go. You want to get everything I just talked about on the other slide with the supplements, the Trim Shake, and the Clary Calm right here. Plus, if you don't want to go to the store and figure out which personal care products you need to switch to and read all those labels and figure out if it's a chemical or not and take all that time and effort and money, then this is your level, okay? This will completely, in one fell swoop, switch out your personal care products to be natural plant-based essential oil-based products. This is a shampoo and conditioner, which I love, essential oil-based. You also get this body wash, which smells great. You get this toothpaste, which my kids even love. You get this deodorant, which smells amazing. It's really hard to find a natural deodorant that works, by the way. I've gone through about a dozen of them, but this one works. And then this is a mouthwash, you know, that doesn't have alcohol in it, but it's very effective. And then you get this body mist, which has the essential oil blend called Beautiful in it, and it smells amazing. So when you get started with the Trim Shake, the supplements, the Clary Calm, plus you add in the personal care products that are essential oil-based personal care products, then this is your level. $287.50 is your wholesale cost. This isn't about spending more money. This is about replacing the money you're already spending, but spending it on natural, wholesome, healthier things, right? And for that, we reward you for embracing that lifestyle, and you get the free Citrus Bliss, but you also get a free Whisper roller bottle from me, okay? I send you a free Whisper essential oil roller bottle, but that's not it. When you get started with either one of these levels, level 1 or level 2, I offer freebies from me, okay? Like I said, when you get started with doTERRA and embracing the lifestyle, then you get me for free. So you get 2 personal wellness consults. We could talk about your health. We could talk about anybody in your family's health, how to detoxify your home, or what health goals or issues you have. You also get my paleo recipe program, where every month on the first of the month, you get 10 healthy recipes, breakfast, lunch, dinner, and desserts, which can be healthy, which is your hormone balancing nutrition program. You get an essential oil how-to guide, which comes in a fun little purple bag in the mail with a lot of different other samples and freebies. And then you get my 21-day essential oil e-course. So every day for 21 days, you get a short little video that teaches you more ways to use essential oils for health and healing. I do have a free Facebook essential oil health coaching group that you could be a part of. And then, of course, like I said, you get the free Citrus Bliss, which is a great essential oil blend for stress. You could diffuse it in your hands, you could put it in a diffuser, or you could use it topically on your pulse points. And then I give you a Whisper 5 milliliter roller bottle free as well. So that's when you buy level 2. This offer expires in 2 days, midnight on Friday. So now, oops, I am going to put in the chat, if you're ready to get started, hormone balance at home naturally, I just put in the chat a secure order form where you could pick which level you want to get in. If you go to the chat and copy that order form, I'll also send it out in an email, but if you want to go ahead and grab that right now, it does expire at midnight on Friday the 15th. And then I also have another form. If just for attending today, you get a free roller bottle for energy and focus for attending, and a free initial consult as well. So go to the chat box, grab that information, copy and paste it, and hold on to that for a second. You know, this is why this webinar is so personal to me, and I wanted to create it to help you and other women, because this was me. I lived it. So I had 5 pregnancies in 5 years. And so I had a miscarriage, and then my son, and then a couple more miscarriages. So 3 miscarriages altogether. And at that point, we'd seen 5 fertility doctors in 5 years, and all of them told me to give up. Basically, go back on the pill. I'm never going to have a healthy pregnancy. And that's when I became the person on a mission, and decided that I was going to take my health in my own hands, because I desperately wanted another child. And I wasn't going to accept that answer. So I did everything that I just taught you how to do. I actually went to see another holistic practitioner, and she told me, you're toxic, you have nutrient deficiencies, you know, B and D and minerals. And I needed to clean up my body. I needed to clean up my nutrition, my body, and reduce my toxic exposure. And I did that. I did it quickly. And so within 3 months, I was pregnant with my daughter, Madison. So if you're going through this and you're thinking to yourself, you know what, I know some friends, some female friends that I wish were on this webinar that could really be helped, and you want to share natural health, then I would encourage you to host your own class. And for that, you'd get some free oils. So I would host this class or my Essential Oils 101 for immune support and emotional wellness class, any class. And all you have to do is invite and share the registration link that I give you, and I teach it. And for that, you get this cool keychain for booking a class with me today. And so just use that phone number and text me if you're interested in booking a class. I'll send you the keychain full of the 8 vials. It's a fun little travel keychain where you can take your essential oils with you when you travel. So you have your medicine cabinet with you when you travel. And for every person that shows up live on the class that you're hosting, I'll fill 1 vial with another essential oil. Okay, so you get free oils. All right. So I hope you've gotten some nuggets of information, some good education. I'm going to stay on now. If anybody wants to ask any questions, feel free to ask them in the chat. And if not, please take my email address down. And if you come up with questions later, you can email me. I'm always available by email. So thank you again for attending. I'll just hang on here for another minute or so if anybody wants to ask any questions at all. No questions? I don't see the options to buy on the chat. Uh-oh. You don't see the options on the chat? Do you see what I'm highlighting here in the chat? If you left click, highlight, and then right click, copy. You know what, Crystal? You already have a doTERRA wholesale account. You can go into your account, log in with your email address, and order these. Okay, order these as well because you get these freebies as well by becoming a doTERRA wholesale customer, which you already did. So you just log into your account. Okay, and I'll send these links as well for the other people that are not doTERRA clients right now. Okay, thanks everybody for attending. Have a great day. Talk to you later.